Welcome. Today we'll be covering database configuration. To access the database, simply select Database from your menu items. The program will list out all the databases that you have for the program. The first two we'll be talking about will be EF originators and paid preparers. When you first install the program, these will be the first two you'll want to set up. To access the EF originators, simply double-click. It will then take you into your EF originator screen. From here, you can select any previously added EF originators, or to add a new one, you would enter in the EFIN or electronic filing identification number and select Add. Once you select Add, it will take you into the electronic return originator screen. From here, you'll want to make sure that you enter in all the pertinent information. Their PTIN, the name, address, city, state, and zip, telephone numbers. Also very important is to make sure you put in the cell phone carrier if you're going to be utilizing text messaging. The PIN. This is the PIN that the ERO signs the return electronically with. If entered here, you enter one time and you never have to enter the PIN again. Once you complete all the pertinent fields, you would simply click Save, and the program will then save that EF originator's information. To exit the EF originator screen, simply select Close. Now let's look at the paid preparer. To access it, again, you'll go to Database, double-click Paid Preparers. It will take you into your paid preparer screen. From here, you can edit any existing paid preparers or add a new paid preparer. You will need to create a up to 7-digit ID for the preparer. Let's just open up an existing one. Once inside the paid preparer information box, you will need to complete all the information. The fields that have an asterisk are required. You must put information in these fields. Again, if you're going to be utilizing text messaging, you'll need to provide cell phone number as well as the cell phone carrier. And then to capture the signature for the paid preparer, if you're utilizing the signature pad, do so here as well. Once you complete all the fields, you simply click Save. Now we have entered in our EF originator, our ERO, as well as our paid preparers. Let's look at a few other databases. Employers and payers. This is the database that is for the W-2s. This will store all of the EIN information. This is considered a dynamic database. This simply means that as you're completing returns, we will remember that information, and the next time you need it, it will be there. To view your EIN database, simply select Employer and Payers. It will then open up the database for the EINs. If you needed to make a change, you can do so by double-clicking on the employer name you want to change. Once it opens, you can go in and make any corrections needed. Once you complete any corrections, click Save. Let's look at some of the other types of databases in the program. We have two different database types. You have dynamic and non-dynamic. Dynamic databases are databases that we remember when you enter them. For example, W-2s. The EIN information, employer information, as you are creating the returns and entering in this information, we'll remember it for the next time. This is considered the dynamic piece because we will remember what you enter. Another example of the databases that we have is on the client data. Occupations database is one that's considered a non-dynamic, meaning we will not remember the information that you enter here. The reason being is you could enter in so many different things here that this list would be so big that it would be more of a hindrance than a help. To add an occupation to your list to pick from, you would simply go to your database menu, come down to occupations, then you'll want to put in up to a 3-digit sequence number. Click add. Once you click add, it will take you into your occupation screen. Here, you'll enter the occupation you're wanting to add. Once you complete that, simply click save. Now you'll notice that the occupation is now in the list. Once you close, we can then go to our occupations field, and to access it, we'll simply click choices or click F3 on your keyboard, and now your new occupation will be there in your list to choose from. To select it, you simply highlight it, click an OK, and it will then put it into your occupations field for you. That is just a few of the databases that's in the program. When you are ready to configure any of the rest, simply select Database and select the appropriate database you want to enter. That will conclude today's session. Thank you for watching.